It's like a little gap or whatever, and it flew up. So when that flies up, you're right in the parking lot. Like it's the parking lot. So people out there hanging out. The show ain't started yet. They out there parking lot pimping. We back in the tucking, and they get the view. Yep. Sure did. One time, this girl had her money sitting. This girl had her money, her singles, right, sitting on the table, and we not even thinking of shit. We all talking, laughing and shit. Of course, I'm smoking. We outside, hey. So we all getting our gist and shit, and then the train come by. That bitch money flew, and it was going all over the gate and shit. It was like, oh, man. How you gonna get your money, girl? That money sat over there. Because you couldn't go over. Like, there's no way for you to get over there to get your... It was just like, uh-oh. And this is about $6 is over there, but that money had flew up and shit. We were trying to grab it. Like, oh my gosh. I said, girl, your money was about to be gone, bitch. That train fucked us up, though, so many times. Ain't really fucked me up, though. I didn't have them bad problems and shit. I was already aware, and sure did. Her money said, phew. And luckily, when the train went, it was blowing toward this way, but that shit flew up, and baby, that was jumping. Damn, I wish I had a camera. Because the way that bitch was jumping, that hoe wasn't even touching the ground. That bitch was trying to get her money. And I just remember I was in that corner in tears. Like, damn. Trying to help her get her shit, but she started hopping up in that air. I don't even think her feet was touching the ground. Because she was going. That bitch, my money. Yep. They should have told you. Or you should remember. But... yep, that damn wind from them trains that spilled drinks on people's costumes, drinks in people's bags, hair. That train that did some shit. Hold on to your shit. Girl, you couldn't fully unpack there because be outside in the dark. We got one little light for us to see beside this one little parking lot type light. Or train like light, and it wasn't that much space, but you always had to guard your shit when the train came. Like, bitch, I ain't opening my bag until that train go by. It's gonna come sooner or later. I'll wait. I promise you I'll wait. And I just started waiting. I open up my stuff, I just never let nothing out. And I take out piece by piece, slide it on underneath my moo-moo. Because I got tired of my shit flying around, chasing my shit. Straw napkin flying up everywhere. This was a place in, I think it was in Orange County. And it was called Tijuana's. I believe that's the name of that club. I think it was called Tijuana's. And that train, which I believe is the Amtrak. I believe that was the Amtrak train that used to fly on through there. I miss you too, Jeff. Sure did. Brushes rolling away, tables knocking over, makeup powder flying. You name it, it went down in the back with that train. Because the wind is so strong. Shit. Bitch out her hair, wig all fucked. One time we mid show. Venus Delight is doing Madonna. So, she take her look seriously, right? Baby, that bitch got dressed and that train came through there and that wind blew mama hair out of proportion. Oh, she was over it. She was so over it. It's like, girl, you better start spraying it back down, sister, because that wind I just gave her volume. I fucked her shit up. Ooh. Because it said, I said, oh, girl, your hair flying. She was over it. But she had got it back together, though. They had to get her together because I was after her. So I couldn't go over there trying to get her in order, bitch. I got to look good, too. But her and the other girl, Dolly, they went over there and fixed it and, tried to get it back in formation for her. She was over it. And she had just did her hair, too. She had just did that wig that day and brought it to the club. And she was ready to give Madonna. Dress you up in my love. Baby, that hair, it was all over the place. Yep. Oh, the good old days in the back outside. One thing about drag, y'all, I swear. We get dressed in some of the worst, weirdest, smallest, stinkiest, hottest places ever. They would stick our asses anywhere for us to change clothes to put on the show. People would stick our drag queen asses any fucking where they can just for us to change clothes to put on a show. This is the water heater. This is y'all dressing room, baby. It's 6 of us with a water heater. And there's no curtain and everybody finna walk through. So as they walk through, they see us getting changed. But that's all we have. Oh. We had did all that type of shit before. That's why I wear a muumuu. I wear this big old oversized muumuu. And I could pad, I could change my clothes, I could put it over my head. Bitch gotta pee. I could pee in that bitch too. I could do whatever I need to do in that damn muumuu where nobody can see me changing my clothes and shit. Because we get ready in weird places all the time. For real? You can ask any drag queen about working in places where you like, bitch, we about to get ready right here. Yep, this is the dressing room. Honey, this is a changing room with no mirror. What, this is all we had? Do you need something else? I would think so. It's 19 of us. Baby, we had got changed before we had to like, whoever had like a robe or something like to cover up, we had to all line up to where, each of us could change our stuff and do what we needed to do because we in clear opening. So we had to open up our shit and cover each other. Whatever we had to try to, give us some type of privacy. We were just switching off and on. Like, god damn. I said, bitch, I ain't changing my motherfucking clothes no more. This is it. Once I'm in this motherfucking dress, I'm doing both my numbers in this, call back and all. They kiss my ass after this. We getting dressed outside in front of the people. They didn't say not a word. Because I'd have let that man know. He said, are you going to be ready for your next number? Baby, I'm ready for my next number. Are you going to change clothes? Not at all. He said, but baby, listen, you got us getting dressed right here outside, no blockage, no nothing. I'm not in no circus damn clown. I'm not about to be sitting here getting dressed in front of people. I'm going to keep what I have on. I'm going to do my job, and that's that. Take it or leave it. I said, because this right here, this is unprofessional. I don't know what this is. You wouldn't even get dressed in nothing like this to put on the show. Let me see you change your clothes right here in front of people so they can see you. And he was like, yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry. Yeah, whatever. As long as we good on me doing my numbers in this. That's all I want to know. And he just kept apologizing. Everybody else's mouth was closed. You got me fucked up. You asking for too much and you ain't gave us shit. No, ma'am. That's when I speak up. I ain't speaking for nobody else. I'm talking about this one right here. And it sure did. Cause it was in our contract. You had to do 2 numbers, change clothes, and another number for callback. Yada yada. Okay. Dressing room gonna be provided. All that, baby. Where's the dressing room? This corner? And people just walking back and forth. Oh, you got me fucked up. I'm not changing out of shit. I'm on the beach. And I didn't. And still made my money. And still did my job. We agreed on that. Let's do this now. Because this is not it. This is not a dressing room. So starting off, if we have to go to court, that's not a dressing room. Ain't no damn circus clown me sitting there changing my clothes in front of people. The true show is always in the dressing room. That's where the show is at. Y'all see performance. The show is in the back. Y'all seeing performance, character. But when we in the back, that's where the shit goes down. We back there talking about all type of shit, laughing and shit, drinking and shit. Some places we smoking weed and shit. Some other people do other things. Hey. But we that's where it's at. In the back. That's where we discuss stuff and help each other through stuff and laugh, kiki. Sometimes they'll be back there crying too. But when it's time for us to go on stage, hey, we like Tina Turner. We fine. Am I going to change clothes? Hell yes, I'm changing clothes. Baby, I'm washing his ass, changing his clothes. I just threw this on just to get on here. Because I needed to smoke. Shit. I had chewed all the way up here just about. And talked on the phone. And what was I watching? 227. Shit. I made it through all that traffic, baby. We was shh. I like the feel of that traffic. And I pulled up. I was like, woo. Oh, the bitch, I need to smoke. So I got on here to shit, shoot the shit with y'all. Have I ever saw a fight in the dressing room? Oh, yes. I seen bitches get slapped. I seen bitches get drop kicked. Ooh, oh, I love the concert. Oh, the concert was everything. I got my everlasting life. Mama Voice is on 1000. She rolled on the floor. It was my birthday. She rolled on the floor for me. She haven't been on her knees to roll in years. But you know what she did on my birthday party? Mama had rolled. And I need to find me another Patti LaBelle concert to go to. I need to go get my goddamn gel. You felt like it was so short though? I felt like I had, I don't know. I don't know what, I don't know. Because I know she did take out some stuff too. And she took out about 2-3 songs. And they kind of, but I was she was sounding so good though. Stephanie Mills did amazing. Wiz getting snatched in the dress. Baby, I remember this girl went charging after this other queen. And when I tell you that girl had on these boots, and it was the boots that have like the platform type boots that was out. Hey Levi, she had came towards her, and when I tell you, Mama had said bye out, and she kicked that girl all the way to the other side of the dressing room, and she flew into like the closet, and she hit the wall and slid all down and shit. I mean, drop kicked her ass right back over there. I seen a guy slap his girlfriend, well his boyfriend, girlfriend. It was a drag queen. Slapped that bitch in the mouth right before the show started. Pow! Mouth swollen bloody. I seen girls fight in the dressing room and shit. I seen a lot of shit go down in the dressing room. And all the shit that I seen in the dressing room, I think I seen maybe I don't know if I don't think I ever seen anyone in San Diego get into it. I do remember, so it was an altercation between two, and they were trying to break them up, but I don't think they ever really connected or got to fighting. But when I got to Los Angeles, as where I was seeing girls get their asses beat up. I will be out there for Pride. I think Friday and Saturday. Saturday, I tip in, and then I punch it Sunday morning because I have brunch somewhere. I'll never forget this girl shit. I would never forget this. I was freshly new to LA, still living in San Diego. I'm about 17. And just now I started going to the drag shows up here, so I'm still kind of scared and nervous and shit looking at everybody because everything's so different. Somebody has stole this girl bag, right? When I tell you, it was going around, and the queen came in the club, and for some reason, you just seen the club just open up like this, and she walked right on through the crowd, and this girl was up there performing. When I tell you she walked up to her and said, "Kapow!" and slapped her, mama did one of them Michael Jackson spins. And she said, "Bitch, go take off my shit." And that bitch ran right in that back, holding her face, and took off her shit. Sure did. She had marched her little ass right on through, and I'm telling you, it just seemed like the crowd just opened up. Because she walked right on through, and the crowd, it's like, didn't nobody say get out the way. Everybody just moved out the way. She marched her ass right on up there and said, "Pow!" That girl was on the second step. And when she slapped her, she was back on top of that stage spinning. Because she slapped the shit out of her. That girl, sure did, and said, "Bitch, get out my shit." And that girl ran in that back and started getting off her shit. Because somebody had stole the girl's shit. Somebody stole her bag. And that was something that was in her bag. However, the girl didn't steal her shit, but she had on the girl's shit. So she didn't find out who stole her shit, and I think she whooped her ass too. But she slapped that girl real good for having on her shit. And she didn't even steal the shit. I don't know why we didn't take no pictures together. She showed in walking in like Sophia on The Color Purple. And baby, I would never forget that. I was so damn scared. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, did she just slap her like that? Sure did. Took fire to her ass. I know, and every time that bitch come up, I tear that ass up. Now wait for that bitch to come on. Uh-huh. And the girl didn't steal her stuff. It was just the girl had on her shit. And I know she had found out who did it because I think they said she went to the club on Tuesday or something and beat her up or did something. But she got whoever got her shit. But she slapped the shit out of her. I know, that's how I felt too. Like we was best friends, girls, from our, brothers and sisters or something. I just felt like we was best friends for like kindergarten. Like you knew I was your brother and I knew you was my sister. They knew we was like this. That's how I felt. Yeah, regardless, that's what she said. She had on my shit. And that's what happened. Mama had on her shit. But I have seen some stuff though. I seen the strippers get into fight. Ooh, these strippers was fighting one night, and it was baby. They had ass, dick, balls swinging, and things was tied up and shit. They digging balls was tied up and shit. I was like, woo! They over there fighting. They are strictly nude, honey, slipping in that oil. They trying to run after each other, and they both falling. Just over there fighting, butter ass naked. What's going on with these people? But I ain't never been into no fisticuffs like that, no dressing room and all that fighting shit. I cuss bitches out many a times, but I ain't never been into like no physical fights or nothing like that. I don't get into stuff like that. Because I know forever we going to fight. Every time I see you, I'm going to want to fight. Because I'm going to think you going to try to attack. Then, and so every time I see you, I'm going to be ready and I'm just going to start going. And now, don't nobody want that be me bothering them forever, getting a restraining order. Because this bitch must be crazy. Because you already attacked me once. Who knows, you may attack me again. So if I see you next time, guess what? My mind thinking you attacked me first. So I got to attack you every time I see you. But yep, it's been some crazy shit in the dressing rooms though. And the worst one I think is when we was out in, I think we was out in Oakland. And they had put some chopped glass in this girl's face powder. So she went to go pat her face with the, patting her face. Little glass was getting into her face. I ain't never forgot that. That's why I hate leaving. When I'm at places, I like to close up my shit. I don't like leaving my powders and stuff open. My face powders and stuff open because ever since I seen them, I didn't see nobody do it. But ever since I seen that happen to that girl, we was in the back and she patted her face and that shit started getting red and mama had all that little glass in her face. Oh no, ma'am. That is not cute. Sure did. I was about 17. I was about 17 then. Sure did. It was a competition. And somehow, some way, I don't know. We don't know who. We wasn't even over there. We don't even know what. We don't know. Didn't nobody know shit. Couldn't tell you who put it in there. Wasn't nobody even aware. Wasn't nobody paying attention. The shit just ended up in that girl's shit. And she went to, and she started saying something. And then she went a little bit more. Then she started saying something. And then she looked in the mirror and it was just like red. And she said, we all looked like, oh shit. And then she looked, and then you could just turn the powder container and just see the little sparkles in there of the glass. Sure did. I said, "Woo, baby, this shit is dangerous. I'm not coming back up here. No, ma'am." That was something that I was just like, I was so terrified. Like, I couldn't believe that. I still can't believe that I was just sitting there looking at all that go down. Like, what happened? I see, I see somebody take the microphone from the host of the show and bop her in the top of her. They took the mic from the host, cussed her out, and then said, "Bye out" on the top of her head. Told the top of her head up with that microphone. It said boom. It said ooh. Because she was reading and they walked up there, snatched that mic out of her head and read her. And it said pow on top of her head. It said boom. The whole club just fell. The whole club just fell completely out because that bitch bopped her on the top of the head with that motherfucking microphone. With drink in hand. Yep. A lot of shit happened in dressing rooms and shit. One time somebody got caught stealing and then they knocked him out. Knocked him smooth out. One of the strippers was stealing somebody's money and they caught him hands in bag. And he went right over there and said, "Kapow!" And baby boy was in that corner asleep. And they was slapping him, "Wake up, wake up, wake up." He was just out of it, honey. He was gone. And then, like, they kept, making sure he was breathing and stuff, giving him ice and stuff. He kept coming to, but he was just out. And then, like, maybe 8 minutes or so later, he just jumped up. Baby, you was out of there. Your hand was caught in the cookie jar, and they have knocked your ass out. And that's what happened. He walked in and just looked, and as he walked in, the boy was in his bag doing this. Because the guy had a bag of money, and the boy was, when you walk into the dressing room and you look straight, honey, you're right there. The guy had the stuff right in clear view vision, and you decide to start stealing where you in open. That guy caught him. We didn't even know what happened. He just went over there, kapow! He said, "Motherfucker stealing my shit." Sure did. He took all that boy money and put it right in his bag. And he still went out there and performed. That boy didn't perform, though. The one I got laid out, he didn't perform. He just sat in the back crying and had some ice on his head. But the guy who gave him that knock, he still went out there and shook it up and made his coins. And act like nothing ever happened. Left his bag over there and everything. He was not worried about the bitch stealing his shit. And after we done seen that, kapaya! Because that's what happened. We all knew, bitch, we ain't touching this shit. Shit. Justice, I try to hit you up, sister. Cause I want you to stone something for me. I need a scatter stone treatment on something. I wanted you to scatter some stones on something for me. And I don't have your number no more because I don't even have the same SIM card that I had on my other phone. And everything's not saved like into my Google. Of course, it was all on SIM card because I didn't know where to see. I don't know about sending shit here, sending shit there. But the shit ain't fucking, I ain't got everybody's number. Some numbers in my phone, bitch, ain't got no name. But I will be back in Atlanta this coming week. I get in on Friday. So I'm going to bring the dressing stones and glue and stuff to you Friday. I bring it up there to Lips. Because I need this dress stone. I got you stoning something, I'm stoning something, and I'm got to send something else to another queen in Florida to stone something.